Hi, sixth grade. I thought I would help you a little bit with the idea of shifting. I know it's a new concept that we're using in Shenandoah, but I thought if I did a quick video that maybe it would help you guys a lot. I'm also going to attach another video, that will show you how to do it, probably on a violin. I don't have a cello or bass at home, and I'm really sorry. And there's an how, I think it is, that is really good about showing you shifting. So I'm probably just going to attach that one instead of trying to reinvent the wheel right now. I feel like I've done 1,000 of these videos already. All right, so shifting on Shenandoah. We're using mostly what we call first and third position, and we're using it on multiple strings. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the bass. Bass, you've already been doing this since 4th grade, so for you, not hard. So we're going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4 strings. Okay, this is our first finger tape. There's our 4th finger tape. And as you know, this is our first finger tape in 3rd position. This is all 1st position. And then there's our 4th finger tape in 3rd position as well. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to take our hand, and I usually like to use our 1st finger because it's a strong finger. Sometimes we can shift with our 2nd, but I usually do a 1st finger shift, especially with my younger students. So if we have our 1st finger right here on, this is the G string, this is A, and if we were to take our 1st finger, release the pressure on the string, and slide it along to here, that would be called a shift. You're going to take your thumb with you. So when you move your hand, I'm trying to do it so you can see it. So when you move your hand, you're moving this way. The whole hand goes up and down. A great exercise for this, you guys, is if you have a medicine bottle. I don't have one here at home. And you put some rice in it to do this little exercise for cellos and basses. It works really well. And it'll shake a little bit when you do it. But that's a feel you're going to get when you do that shift. Okay, so this would be an A, and we just shifted up to our C natural for basses. Okay, we're going to do the same thing now, except with our cellos. So for cellos, this is on our A string. Okay, and this would be same thing. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so we shift a little bit different on cello than we do on bass. It's very similar ideas. Okay, so if we have our 1st finger in 1st position on the 1st finger tape on the A string, that is our B. If we take and move our hand to 3rd position, we want to make it a 3rd higher. So we're going to go from where our 1st finger tape is up to right here, our 4th finger tape. That then, in this situation, then becomes 3rd position. So our 1st finger is going to go from here and release that pressure. Take that thumb with it. Take your whole hand up and down. Thumb is still crossing the 2nd finger. And when you put your 1st finger where your 4th is, then it's the same note, still D. It's just we're going to use our different finger. So we have D here. Then we have, if we did as well, our 2nd finger would be on E flat, which we're not really using. Our 3rd finger would be on E, and then our 4th finger now lands on F natural. Okay, cellos also do a lot of shifting to what's called 4th position. So instead of our hand going here, you're going to see another tape on your cello potentially that is right here, and that is for 4th position. This is very common for cello players. Okay, so our 1st finger now would be, if we're in 4th position, our 1st finger is on E, our 2nd finger is on F. This is how we can now get to, if you looked at the note identification, I said you could go up to your high G. This is because your 3rd finger is on F sharp and your 4th finger is on G. So this is how it works, and these are your notes cellos. Okay, a little bit different again for violas, not a whole lot. We don't really do 4th position for upper strings too much at all. Occasionally we'll have a note, 7th and 8th graders don't tell too much on me, but every now and then we'll have a note that will go up to a different position. So we have our 1st finger and our 3rd finger tapes. If you still have your 2nd finger tapes, please feel free to get rid of that. You really don't need those 2nd finger tapes because we know it's low 2 or high 2. for violin and viola, it's going to be exactly the same, except now when you have that that medicine bottle with rice, if you can get one, what I'm going to do is take it, point the bottom of the bottle to my shoulder, and do this exercise like this. And so I'm keeping my hand straight. I'm moving my whole hand up and down, just like I would on the fingerboard. Okay, so that's a great little exercise. All right, so for violins and violas, it changes the notes, but let's do viola notes first. This is the A string here for you. Your first finger would be on B, and when you shift to here with your first finger, so again, just release that pressure. Take your thumb with you, slide it along the neck of the instrument, the violin or viola, and just lift that first finger, pressure a little bit, and just move the whole hand up, thumb, wrist, everything stays exactly the same as here when you move up. And our first finger from B, now we'll land where our third finger tape is, and that is D. Now we have some shifting on our other strings, so just be mindful that you may have some other notes. But I've written out all those shifting for you on Shenandoah, but this hopefully will help you. If you're a violin, it's basically the same idea, you guys, except instead of the A string, we have an E string. Okay, our first finger will be on F sharp. Okay, and then our third finger tape is A. So we move our first finger down to here, it becomes A. Okay, so you have A, second finger's on B, third finger space away. This is our common third position finger pattern. So this would be A, B, C sharp, and D. On viola, we have D, E, F sharp, and G. So that hopefully will help you guys out with shifting. All right, take care. If you need any help, that one is probably a little bit more confusing. You can always try to send me a video. Maybe an email with a video would be best if you need help with that, guys. Okay, bye.